Hello everyone. How is it going? Hope that all of you are staying at home safely, right? So students, can you hear me properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We will wait for other participants since all the participants are not present yet. That's why we will start after 2 minutes. Okay. So students, please kindly wait for 2 minutes for your
Okay.
friends.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. In the meantime, you can write down your ID number on the chat box, but for only one time, not more than one time. Okay. And one thing is that if you face any problem to hear me or to see the board, then directly unmute your device and inform me. Please don't write your problem on the chat box, because if you write on the chat box, then I am unable. When I write down on the board or when I share screen, I cannot see your message in the chat box. Okay. So if you face any kind of problem to see me, to understand, or to hear me, then please unmute your device and directly inform me.
Okay, ma'am.
So we can start from now. In our previous class, we have learned about Fourier integral and Fourier integral for odd functions and Fourier integral for even functions. And today we learn how can we apply Fourier integral. Okay, that means the applications of Fourier integral. It may be for odd functions or even functions. So students, today we learn how can we apply Fourier integral. And in our previous class, we have already learned what is Fourier integral and what is the formula for Fourier integral for even function and Fourier integral for odd functions. Today we'll try to show the application of Fourier integral, and it may be for even function or odd function. Okay, it depends on our questions. Either we will apply Fourier integral for even function or odd function. It depends on our question. So students, can you see the board properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Our today's problem is proof that here there is an infinite integral is equal pi by 2 e to the power minus x. And here one condition is given, that means for the function e to the power minus x, x is greater than 0. Okay. This is our considered problem. We have to prove this, that this improper integral is equal pi by 2 e to the power minus x, and here the condition is x greater than 0. By how? By applying Fourier integral for even function. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
from by how? Applying Fourier integral for even function. So from here you have to define a function which is even function. And since in our proof we see that here this improper integral is equal pi by 2 e to the power minus x and x greater than 0. So here we will consider the function is e to the power minus x but piecewise function. Because if you consider only f of x is equal e to the power minus x, then we cannot prove that this one is even function. Okay, but according to our question, we have to consider a function which is even function, and the condition is given that x is greater than 0. Okay, so we have to define a function which is related to this one and which one will be an even function. If we consider f of x is equal to e to the power minus x comma x greater than 0 and e to the power x, x less than 0. Here it will be a piecewise function, and from here we can be able to prove that this function is an even function. By how? Replace x by minus x, it will be e to the power plus x comma minus x greater than 0. Right? And from here we get e to the power minus x less than 0. And from here we can write e to the power x. This inequality will be x less than 0, and this inequality will be x greater than 0, which is similar to our considered function f of x. F of x is equal e to the power minus x where x is greater than 0. F of minus x is equal e to the power minus x where x is greater than 0. And e to the power x where x is less than 0, which is similar to this one, e to the power x where x is less than 0. So we can say here f of minus x is equal f of x, right? F of minus x is equal f of x. So is it an odd function or even function? Anyone, is it an odd function or even function? Can you hear me? Students, are you hearing me?
Ma'am,
I am explaining again. Here in our required proof, you have to prove this improper integral is equal pi by 2 e to the power minus x where x is greater than 0. And
Yes,
from the right part, you have to gain your function. You have to gain your function. And it is given that e to the power minus x is greater than 0. But if you consider only f of x is equal e to the power minus x, then it is not possible to prove it is an even function, okay? It is
Yes,
possible to prove it is an even function. That's why you have to consider a piecewise function. This
Yes,
part
ma'am.
is given e to the power minus x comma x greater than 0. Then
Yes,
we can consider a piecewise function e to the power x when x is less than 0.
Less than 0.
Now, if you replace x by minus x, then it will be e to the power plus x minus x greater than 0. And from this part, we get e to the power minus x comma minus x less than 0. And it is equal to e to the power x, and this inequality will be changed. If you divide or multiply by minus 1, this inequality will be changed like this. And for this one, this inequality will be also changed. It will be x greater than 0. And this is similar to our main function, right? E to the power x, x less than 0, e to the power x, x less than 0, e to the power minus x, x greater than 0, e to the power minus x, x greater than 0. So we can write this is equal f of x. Since f of minus x is equal f of x, so that the function is an even function, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we have proved that we have considered a function and that function is an even function. Now you can apply Fourier integral for this even function to prove our required one, that is this. To prove this, now we have to use Fourier integral for even function. Okay. And before starting the proof, I want to mention that for such type of proof, you have to maintain a special trick, because in your proof, there is an improper integral 0 to infinity cos ux divided by u square plus 1 into du, right? You have to prove this one is equal pi by 2 to the power minus x, and for obtaining the denominator u square plus 1. For obtaining this denominator u square plus 1, you have to maintain a special procedure, that is, here we will consider an integral I, okay? In our maths, we will consider an integral I, and we will complete this integration by using UV formula. Again, we will integrate this integral by using UV formula, but here there is a problem. here there is a problem. In the first integral, let me explain. Suppose it is like this. Okay. Suppose in the procedure of this math, we obtain an integral like this. And for obtaining the denominator u square plus 1, at first you have to integrate this integral using UV formula. And here e to the power minus t will be considered as v and cos ut will be considered as u. Okay. But for the second time, you have to integrate the same integral. You have to integrate the same integral. And for the second integral, you have to consider e to the power minus t as u and cos ut as v. That means you have to interchange the u and v. Okay. What is this? In the procedure of this proof, we will obtain an integral like this. E to the power minus t cos ut into dt. And for obtaining this denominator u square plus 1, you have to integrate this integral for 2 times. And at first one, you have to consider e to the power minus t as v and cos ut as u. But for the second one, you have to interchange u and v. Okay, this is the special trick for such type of problems. And after that, you have to multiply the second integral with u square. And after that, we will multiply the second integral by u square, and when we add these two equations, we will be and from here we get u square plus 1. Anyone? I didn't get your problem. Please ask again.
Miss, u square plus 1 denominator ta ki holo eta arekbar.
Okay. Basically, in this procedure, we obtain an integral like this, e to the power minus t cos ut dt, right? And in our proof, we have to obtain this denominator u square plus 1. But how? For obtaining this u square plus 1, you have to maintain a special trick. What is this? You have to integrate this integral for 2 times. For 2 times. And for the first one, you have to consider e to the power minus t as v and cos ut as u. Okay. So at first, we will integrate this integral by using UV formula. From here, we get I. And for the second time, you have to use UV formula, but you have to interchange the u and v. For first one, e to the power minus t is v, but for the second one, e to the power minus t will consider as u. For the first one, cos ut is u, but for the second one, cos ut will be v. And after completing these 2 integration, we will obtain 2 results, right? We will obtain 2 results. Then we will multiply u square with the second integral. We will multiply u square with the second integral, and we will add equation 1 and 2. These and this. We will add these 2 integral, and from here in the left side we get I plus u square into I. And if you take a common of I from here, you will get u square plus 1. Okay. Now we will go for the proof. Can anyone say me what is the Fourier integral for even function?
2 by pi.
Please give me a moment. Like this, 2 by pi, 0 to infinity du, 0 to infinity f of t, cos ux, cos ut into dt, right? I think this is the formula for Fourier integral for even function. 2 by pi, 0 to infinity du, 0 to infinity f of t, cos ux, cos ut dt, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But in our problem, it is given x is greater than 0. That means for this condition, x is greater than 0, we will consider f of x is equal e to the power minus x. And what will be the result for f of t? It will be e to the power minus t, right? So for the function f of t, we will get e to the power minus t. Now in the proof, consider that here this is an improper integral and here cos ux divided by u square plus 1 into du. So you have to take cos ux with the variable u. Okay, what is this? In our proof, there is a term 0 to infinity cos ux into du. So you have to consider this cos u with respect to the variable u. So we can write 0 to infinity cos ux into du, right? And the next part will be 0 to infinity e to the power minus t cos ut dt. Okay, f of x is equal this. Now consider this equation as equation number 1. Consider this equation as equation number 1 and we will consider this integral. We cannot evaluate this integral because in our proof this term is exists, right? If you take a look in the proof, you can see that there is a term 0 to infinity cos ux du here. That's why we will not evaluate this integral, we only calculate this part. And let's consider I is equal 0 to infinity e to the power minus t cos ut dt. Okay, let's consider 0 to infinity.
ম্যাম
Yes,
আরেকবার বলবেন প্লিজ আমরা cos ux du এই পার্টটা কেন কনসিডার করব?
okay. Because if you take a look in the proof, here the proof is 0 to infinity cos ux dx. So it is not necessary to evaluate this portion. It is similar to our proof, right? 0 to infinity cos ux du.
Yes,
It is similar as your proof. That's why we will not evaluate this integral. We will evaluate the second one only. Have you got the point? Is it
Sure.
okay or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Let me write down the equation number 1 in the upper part because after calculation we need this equation. Okay. Can you see the board properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir.
Okay. So let's consider I is equal e to the power minus t cos ut into dt. And we will use the upper and lower limit after completing our integration. Okay. So for here, what will be u and what will be v? E to the power minus t will be u and cos ut will be v. If you use the in general rules for uv formula, right? Here e to the power minus t will be v and cos ut will be u. So what is the value? I is equal integration of e to the power minus t is equal minus e to the power minus t cos ut minus differentiation of u cos ut will be minus sin ut divided by u, right? And integration of e to the power minus t will be minus e to the power minus t. Okay, there is a whole integration with respect to t. So we get minus e to the power minus t cos ut. Here there is a negative sign, and 3 negative sign will be negative. Integration sin ut divided by u into e to the power minus t into dt. Okay. So from here cos, okay. Is it okay? There is any problem to understand up to this part? I think here there is a problem. The differentiation of cos ut is equals to minus u sin ut, right? Now is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
U integration of v, differentiation of u, differentiation of cos ut is equal minus u sin ut, and the integration of e to the power minus t is equals to minus e to the power minus t, and these three negative sign will produce negative u sin ut e to the power minus t dt. Okay, let's consider this equation as equation number 2. Now we will integrate this integral for the second time by interchanging u and v. Okay, now we will integrate this integral again. Let I is equal e to the power minus t cos ut dt. What is this? We will integrate this integral again. Yes.
Ma'am, in the second line, ma'am, how that u become in multiplication position, that means u with sin ut.
Sorry, please repeat again.
Ma'am, the second last line, ma'am.
Second last line, this one.
Yes, ma'am. Here u were in, I mean, it should be sin ut divided by u.
No, here this is the v and this is u. The formula is u integration of v, differentiation of u, and the differentiation of cos ut is
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we will integrate this integral again, but here we will interchange u and v. We will consider e to the power minus t as u and cos ut as v. Okay. So what will be the result for this integration? It will be this one our u, this one our v. So e to the power minus t sin ut divided by u minus differentiation of this. This is u. Differentiation of u will be minus e to the power minus t integration sin ut divided by u whole integration into dt. And from here we get I is equal e to the power minus t sin ut divided by u minus minus plus e to the power minus t by u sin ut dt. And let's consider this equation as equation 3. Now multiply equation 3 by u square and add with equation 2. What is this? Multiply equation 3 by u square and add with equation number 2. So what will be the result? Multiply u square with equation 3. U square into 3 plus 2. So from here we get I into u square, right? Multiply u square with equation 3, then what will be? U square I. U square I, and from here we get e to the power minus t u sin ut, right? If you multiply u square with this term, it will be u e to the power minus t sin ut. U e to the power minus t sin ut. Is it okay? Now multiply u square with this term, it will be u e to the power minus t sin ut dt. Okay. If you multiply u square with equation 3, then the result will be u square I is equal u e to the power minus t sin ut plus u e to the power minus t sin ut dt. Because here there is a term 1 by u. If you multiply with u square, then there will be a u in the upper part. Okay. So we can remove this equation. Now add equation 2 with equation 3. What is this? Add equation 2 with equation 3. It will be yes. So we can add equation 2 with this one, that will be e to the power minus t cos ut minus integration u e to the power minus t sine ut dt, right? If you multiply by u square equation 3 and add with equation 2, then the result will be like this. The result will be like this. Now what can we do? Can anyone explain? Now what can we do? Here this integral part and this integral part are same, right? Please,
Cancel হয়ে যাবে ম্যাডাম।
these two portions will be cancel each other, right? And we get here there will be u square I plus I. So we obtain I into u square plus 1 is equal u e to the power minus t sine ut minus e to the power minus t cos ut, right? We get this part on the right side. Now what will be the values for I? I will be 1 by u square plus 1 u e to the power minus t sine ut e to the power minus t cos ut, right? And you can take a common of e to the power minus t, that will be 1 by u square plus 1 into e to the power minus t u sine ut minus cos ut. Okay, so we get the values for I. Now put this result in equation 1. Now put this result in equation 1. Then what will happen? Put this result of I in equation 1. Substituting the values of okay, then we obtain two by pi 0 to infinity cos ux du, right? We obtain 0 to infinity cos ux du, and for the part the result will be 1 by u square plus 1 e to the power minus t u sine ut minus cos ut. But here you have to use the upper and lower limit, that is 0 to infinity. Okay, here you have to use the upper and lower limit. Is there any problem to understand up to this part? Anyone, any problem? Okay.
It will be u
Yes.
sine ut probably.
Yes, yes. U sine ut. I don't know why.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Now we will use the upper and lower limit. Okay. Now
Ma'am,
you-
excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
So in this case, I represent the second part of equation 1.
Sorry, please repeat your question again.
I'm saying in this case, I represent the second part of equation 1.
Yes.
Okay.
So 2 by pi 0 to infinity cos ux du, right? And for the second one, 1 by u square plus 1, and use the upper and lower limit. If you use the upper limit infinity, do you know what is the result for e to the power minus infinity? Anyone know what is the result for e to the power minus infinity?
1 ma'am. 1.
It is 0. E to the power minus infinity is 0, but e to the power 0 is equal 1. Okay. So here, if you use the upper limit infinity at the place of t, we will obtain e to the power minus infinity, that is 0. And the whole term will be 0. Okay. What is this? Here e to the power minus t, if you use the upper limit infinity, here e to the power minus infinity, and the result for e to the power minus infinity is equal 0. So for the upper limit, this whole part will be 0. Now what will be the for lower limit? It will be e to the power 0 into u sine 0. Sine 0 means What is the result for sine 0?
0, ma'am.
Sine 0 is 0. Okay. And what is the result for cos 0?
1.
Cos 0 is 1.
1.
Okay. Cos 0 is 1.
ম্যাম সাইন ইনফিনিটি কজ ইনফিনিটি মান কত?
Here it is not necessary to evaluate sine infinity and cos infinity, because if you say the result of e to the power minus infinity, it will be automatically 0. And if you multiply with 0 anything, it will be converted into 0.
0.
And if you multiply 0 with infinity, it will be also 0. Okay, so it is not necessary to evaluate sine infinity and cos infinity. Have we got the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So we obtain 2 by pi 0 to infinity cos ux du, right? And from this part 1 by u square plus 1, and this e to the power 0 means 1. So we obtain minus minus, that means plus 1.
Plus.
Now we are at the end of our proof. We are at the end of our proof. Please give me some time to fix the board. Okay. What is the result for f of x? What is the value of the function f of x for this problem? It is e to the power minus x, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
2 by pi 0 to infinity cos ux divided by ux du divided by u square plus 1. So we can write 0 to infinity cos ux du divided by u square plus 1 is equal pi by 2 into e to the power minus x. And here we know that when the function f of x is considered e to the power minus x, the condition is x greater than 0.
Yes, yes.
Is it okay? Finally, we obtain our required proof. So, which is the required result? Done. We have completed our this proof. Students, anyone any problem to understand this proof? And there are similar type of many problems, okay? This type of many similar problems. Is this procedure okay to you or not? Students, is it okay to you or not?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Now I will give hints for our second problem, that is. And one thing is very interesting for these types of maths is that the procedure is same for all of the problems, okay? The procedure is same for all of the problems. Suppose here if there is a proof 0 to infinity cos ux du a square u square du pi by 2k e to the power minus kx. Okay. Suppose you have to prove this by using Fourier integral for odd function. What is this? It is given that you have to prove this one is equal this by using Fourier integral for even function. So at first you have to prove that the function e to the power minus k is even function similarly. Okay. Similarly, then you have to do the same procedure. You have to do the same procedure. So here I will be f of t. I just give hints, okay? The detailed calculation is given in your course materials. I just giving hints for this problem. It will be f of t cos ut dt, right? as the previous one or for today's example. Here f of t means e to the power minus kx. So e to the power minus kx cos ut dt. I will be this. Now you have to complete this integration, and completing this integration, the result will be complete this integration using UV formula. And after completing, the result will be minus e to the power minus kt divided by k cos ut and minus u by k e to the power minus kt sin ut divided by u into dt. Okay, after integration using UV formula, the result will be like this. Now again, you have to integrate these by interchanging u and v. Again, consider this equation as equation number 2. Again, you have to integrate this one using UV formula, but you have to interchange u and v. And the result will be e to the power minus kt divided by u sin ut plus k by u integration e to the power minus kt sin ut dt. Okay, so consider this equation as equation 3. Now take a look at the proof. In the denominator, you have to consider k square plus u square. But in our previous math, it was 1 u square plus 1, right? But for this problem, it is u square plus k square. So here you can see in equation 2, there is a k in the denominator. Now
Yes.
you have to multiply equation 2 with k square, and there is a u in the denominator in equation 3. So you have to multiply u square in equation 3. What is this? You have to multiply by k square in equation 2, and you have to multiply u square in equation 3. And if you add these two equations, you will be obtain the final result. Okay. So from these two equations, we get k square into I, and from equation 3, we get I into u square. And in the right side, from here, we get minus k e to the power minus kt cos ut. If you multiply k square from here, you will get uk e to the power minus kt sin ut. Sorry, here I see. It will be u by k. Yes. Sorry, here there will be u. Okay, u by k e to the power minus kt sin ut dt. Now if you multiply this term with k square, it will be minus uk e to the power minus kt sin ut into dt. Now multiply equation 3 with u square, not u square. So if you multiply u square to the first term, it will be u e to the power minus kt sin ut, and from this part you will get plus uk e to the power minus kt sin ut dt, right? Now what will happen? Now this term and this term, this integral and this integral are similar, right? This one and this one are similar, so we can cancel these two parts. Okay, these two terms are similar, so we can cancel this part. And from here we get, if you take a common of I, it will be k square plus u square, and from here take a common e to the power minus kt. So we get minus k cos ut plus u sin ut. Okay. Now we have to use the upper and lower limit. And if we use upper and lower limit, what will be the result? If we use here upper and lower limit, I will be 1 by k square plus u square e to the power minus kt minus k cos ut plus u sin ut. Okay, now use the upper and lower limit 0 to infinity. It will be 1 by k square plus u square. For infinity, e to the power minus infinity, it will be 0, right? If you use here 0 to infinity as upper and lower limit, for plus infinity, it will be 0. And the whole term will be vanished. And for the lower limit, it will be e to the power minus kt, that means e to the power 0. And for this part, it will be minus k cos 0. Can you see the last line? Students, are you
Yes,
seeing?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it will be minus k cos 0, and when it is sin 0, it will be 0. Okay. So I is equal 1 by k square u square. From here it is 1 minus minus plus, and cos 0 is equal 1. Cos 0 is equal 1. So from this part we will get only k. We will get only k. This is the result for using upper and lower limit in our considered integral. Now you have to use this result in your Fourier integral. So what is the Fourier integral for even function? It is f of x is equal 2 by pi or pi by 2? 2 by pi 0 to infinity cos ux du, 0 to infinity e to the power minus kx, e to the power minus kx, and cos ut dt, right? 2 by pi, for this part is similar, cos ux du, and for this one the result will be k by k square plus u square, right? For this part, for the second integral, the result will be k by k square plus u square. So we can write here f of x means e to the power minus kx is equal to 2 by pi. You can consider this k with here, and it will be 0 to infinity cos ux du by k square plus u square. And finally the result will be, what will be the result? 0 to infinity cos ux du divided by k square plus e square, right? Consider this part and consider this part to the other side. It will be pi by 2k e to the power minus kx. Done. Is it okay? Any problem here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I think if I give any types of problems which is similar or which can be proved by using Fourier integral, you will be able to do, right? I expect that all of you will be able to do any type of problems like this. And in your lecture materials, I added probably four maths. I expect that all of you practice that 4 maths at home, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. All of the maths are similar. There is no difficulties. So practice at home, students, and till anyone have any problem, then you may ask. Otherwise, I will stop our today's lecture.
ম্যাডাম,
Yes?
আজকে যে দুইটা ম্যাথস ম্যাডাম এই দুইটা কি পিডিএফ এ আছে? লেকচার 5 পিডিএফ।
Obviously.
জি।
Including 2 maths, there are extra 2 maths. Total 4 maths. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So students, thank you for joining my today's class. Take care, everyone. Allah Hafiz.
Ma'am, recording টা kindly দিয়ে দিন।
Obviously, I will provide the recording,
Yes, ma'am.
but please collect it within 1 week, okay? Within 1 week.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So take care, everyone. Allah Hafiz.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম ম্যাম।
Walaikum Assalam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.